By the end of this video, you will no longer need any indicator for you to make precise decision in the market, as I'm going to be breaking down my top 3 technical tools that I use to analyze the market. Being irrespective of whatever trader you are, being an SMC, you need these technical tools and to understand how you can use it. And this is the only thing that I use. This is the only thing you see on my chart. You already revives clarity and complexity. My name is Mr. Jackson, and you're welcome to my screen.
Alright guys, so here is my screen. Right here on my screen, I'll be using the Hero JPY to illustrate what I want to. Very first tools, my number one tool is called the rectangle tools. The rectangle tools. Then the second one you'll see me using is called the trend line. The third one is nothing but the almighty Fibonacci. The first one is the rectangle tools. The rectangle tools, where you find the rectangle tools right here on your screen. Just check the left corner if you are using system, or if you are using phone, just check the rectangle tools. Where you find the rectangle tools, once you open your chart, you'll find the rectangle tools on these drawing tools around this geometric shape. So here is where you will see it. Here it's right here, you can see it right here. I'll put it in my favorite tools. The rectangle tools is being used to plot support and resistance, or sometimes I call it level, or demand and supply level. People that are using SMC, they use it to plot what is called order block. So in subsequent video, I'm going to be discussing all these things. Just in case you don't know, support and resistance is the oldest trading concept in which every other concept is being built upon. Is the oldest but still yet advanced. So every concept that you are seeing today, they are just fine-tuning it, giving name and all of those things, but everybody is trading support and resistance. That's just the simple truth about it. So now, support and resistance, how do you use it? So periodically, how I use my support and resistance, what I do is to go to the higher time frame and just plot it and plot my support and resistance. So it's not something that is that hard. It's not something that is that hard. So this is it. Once you bring it, you put it in the level that you want to use it. Then here, as form, we have a level here. You can see there was the one I drew here earlier. So you can expand it to the size that you want. Like, let me change this color to blue also, so that it will match. The second trading tools is Trendline. Trendline, as the name implies, they say trend and line, meaning it has to do with trend. It has to do in trend. So what they use the trend line to do, what I use the trend line to do, is to help me know that the particular asset that I'm analyzing is still maintaining the trend. It's still maintaining the trend, being it uptrend or downtrend, meaning you can just use it to draw. And how do you use it, the trend line? And where you see it right here, the trend tools. So once you click onto it, you can choose to add it to your favorite, as I do here. Just pick it, then you can just plot it from here, and this is a valid trend. So all you need to draw a perfect trend line is just two valid points. So as you can see, this is point 1, this is point 1, and here is my point 2, and here is my point 2. So now the rules of trend line still remains the same. The rules of the third touch always does the trick. So all you need to do, once you plot the trend line here, point 1, point 2, you need to wait for the market to just drop, and come here. After the market drop and come here, then you look for, if you are trading trend line, look for reaction here. Then you can to long the market to the upside. So that is just the concept of trend line. But personally, I believe trend line shouldn't be a standalone strategy. Trend line shouldn't be a standalone strategy. So you have to apply trend line with other trading concept like support and resistance, how you can use trend line. And the third tools that I use, which I prioritize so much, which I prioritize so much is what I call the Fibonacci. Now, if you look at the Fibonacci, is nothing but a mathematical sequence that was introduced by a mathematician. So it is just a pattern where each number is the sum of the two number before it. So something like if we have 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3. So it's just a sequence. So it was introduced to the market because of its accuracy. So now Fibonacci is believed that once the market wants to pull back, once the market is pulling back, the market will pull back at least 50 to 60% before the market retraces back to the upside. Like let's say the market is in an uptrend. So if the market is retracing, they believe a complete pullback should be at least 50%. So now, so that is just the ideology behind me using Fibonacci. So what is the Fibonacci and where will you find it? If you come to this third row here, you will see where they call these tools, the first, second, and the third one. You see where we call Fibonacci tools. So this is the one I use. There are others this is because they are from the Fibonacci sequence. So I use Fibonacci retracement. So Fibonacci retracement, I have already explained. You use Fibonacci retracement to measure the length to which the market will retrace. Use it to measure the length to which the market will retrace. I'm going to make a specific video explaining how you can use the Fibonacci. So this is how I use it in my own listing because this is an uptrend. So if I pull it here, what I need the market to do is for the market to pull into the 50% retracement. So here is the 50% retracement. And also I don't only use the Fibonacci to determine this thing. I use it also to pinpoint the areas in which the market will retrace from. So as it is now, if the market didn't retrace from this 50%, retracement, it will retrace from the extreme zone here, which happens to be the supply zone. That is where I am having here. So it's all the same. So as we progress, I'm going to be making a different videos on this thing. So do well to comment on the comment section. Do well to put on the comment section which one do you want me to like talk about. Is it the Fibonacci first, or to talk about the plotting the levels then, like the support and resistance, or for me to talk about the difference between the demand and supply and a support and resistance? So just highlight me on the comment section. So this is the 3 key tools in which I use regularly to analyze the market. Peace out, and don't forget, God trends, man.